Welcome to another episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Here's today's question. Do you think having a positive mindset helps, or do you think it doesn't have any effect?
Yeah, but it's not necessary. I'm not going to spend my life working on how to get positive as life is like skimming past me. And I'm like, I'll get with you guys in a minute once I'm more positive. It's very freeing to understand that your life only ever changes in the paradigm of action. It's very freeing because you can take actions all the time. And there's many people in our society that think because they feel a certain negative way, there's something wrong with them, or they're broken, or there's something not right with them. And I want you to get, you're not broken. If you want, you can change your life too, just like everybody else. So I've always kind of had this, this kind of skepticism of this drive towards positivity. Look, if you want to be positive, I'm fine with that. It's good for you, but to then hold everybody else to that standard and then come up with the idea that unless you're positive, you can't do something. Well, that's just a big lie, right? That's just a big lie. And I really also feel as if part of a very healthy relationship to yourself is to embrace all of your states, not just your positive ones, but your negative ones, like the ones that say, I can't do it, is to embrace it. It's fine. It's okay that you say that to yourself. So many people I've met over the years, I don't believe in myself. I say, I don't care. Do it anyway. You don't need to believe in yourself, which is another great illusion. Oh, you have to believe in yourself. You don't have to believe in yourself. You can actually do it anyway. You can believe that you can't do it and do it, right? They can coexist. All you need is just to understand the places where you typically back out. And in those moments, push through.
What are people's objections after you tell them that? Because that's usually their only excuse. And once you take that away, they have nothing else.
It's amazing how when you kind of dismantle some of the fantasy that we've built up in our own minds, okay? And look, I'm a human being too. I'm not on a plinth here, like I'm above everybody else. When you start to dismantle some of the kind of structures that people have put together to keep living the life they've got, some of the stuff that I propose to people, I say to them, look, don't believe me. Just hang with it a bit. Just hang out with what I'm saying. And in that process of you hanging out with it, the truth will arise. You'll see it yourself, and you'll see that your life could change, and it could start changing today. Like at the end of this sentence, your life could begin changing. Very often, like I said, I'll find myself talking to people in such a way, they'll actually they'll make a case for why they should stay in it.
Like they want to be in it.
They'll say, oh, that can't be done, or you can't. And I'm like, do you know you're actually giving everybody your brain power to why it can't be done? Like, why aren't you talking to me about, tell me, Mr. Scottish guy, tell me how to do it? It's not. It's, oh, well, this is good. I mean, you're making some very good points, but not for me. It won't work for me because when I was born, I never knew my parents. Or major life change is invariably very disruptive. And for the most part, that's what people are avoiding. People want radical change in a really comfortable way. It's like, oh yeah, I want to make lots of money. Let me find out how to do that easily. So they go online looking for something that they can do, right? Which you're invariably limited because if you're out, so finances is a good example. If you're out to produce a financial result beyond anything you've ever done, you've got to start looking at the things that you think you can't do. Because the things that you think you can do, that's what got you into the financial mess you're in. That's not going to get you out of this, right? That I could maybe consider that, well, what if I could do that? My view on finances is that they're all paradigms of success. They're all like, you're only ever playing the financial game that you at some level believe you can win, ever.
That's all for this episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content.